And another quote that I love quoting often is, as a man thinketh, or as a man thinks, so is he. So what we think, or what you think is what you become. Most of us are a result of what we think, or rather, most of us are a result of what we thought, okay? We sowed seed, we planted seeds in our lives many years back. So now we are getting, or we are bearing the fruits. So it's important on what you think. So thinking is very important. And we know that poverty or richness is all in the mind. But as I may say, that poverty can be all in the mind. So if you think poorly, or if you think you cannot, then that's what you're going to get. Okay, so I'm very happy, even as I've just shared those two quotes, I'll be quoting them often, even as we continue with our discussion. And I want to also thank Professor Samuel Johnson for the good work that he's doing. As a few days I was thinking about this, I was just trying to contemplate that bringing all these people together, bringing 400 people, bringing 600 people, bringing 500 people, it's not an easy task. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of energy. But thank God that he has dedicated his life to bring us together in unity, that we may share, or we may sharpen one another, as I've said there before. So, Professor Samuel, we really appreciate what you're doing there in India and globally, and also internationally.
Thank you.
Vanakam, or rather Nandri, as they say in South India.
हिंदी में बोल रहे भाई.
हिंदी में बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Shukriya, as they say it. Yeah. So anyway, so I want us to see some few points, and when I'm sharing, I always like giving a title to what I want to share, so that as we proceed, or as we continue, you may be knowing what was being spoken about, or in case you asked what was being spoken about this evening, at least you can be able to say it was about this and this. So today, I want us to see about self-esteem. Self-esteem, okay? Self-esteem, this can be both on the negative or on the positive, or rather it can be low or high. You can have a very low self-esteem, and on the other hand, you can have a very high self-esteem. But what we want, or what we desire? Our desire is that we come out from a low self-esteem to a high self-esteem. And when I say high self-esteem, I don't mean that we should have pride, okay? Pride means we should not boast and show other people that they don't know what we know. But of course, you can have some pride of how you have worked hard to reach where you are, okay? So let us differentiate those two prides, okay? There's a pride to show that other people are not worth, to show that other people are maybe useless. So that pride is not good. But you can have a good pride, a positive pride. And this is what now I call high self-esteem. Okay, so let me start first by low self-esteem. In low self-esteem, what happens? And I said that it's all in the mind, okay? It's all in the mind. As a man thinks, so is he. So low self-esteem comes like this. There's some words like this that we say, I just know it cannot work. For sure, I know this won't work. Okay, you don't have even confidence in yourself, and you've never even tried. It's always better to try than not trying. Okay, so sometimes we say, I just know it won't work. Again, we can even say such words like this, or such phrases like this. I just don't like myself. So many people don't like themselves. Okay, that is a kind of low self-esteem. Others will also say, I never know what I'm going to say. That kind of fear. They're always fearful. If you tell them to stand, we call it stage fear. somebody is told to present something small for even half a minute, but this person is so scared until they have that knock knee, the knees start knocking each other. Okay, so they just say these words, I never know what to say. Okay, others say, I always have bad luck. These are all examples of low self esteem. And even worse, others say, I wish I was not even born. It's a statement that most people you may have heard. I'm sure at least some of us may have, I wish I was not born. But that is a result of low self esteem. Okay, so I would want even us to compare uh, low self esteem and high self esteem. So, what happens in low self esteem? These people, they're always pessimistic. Okay, they always see the bad side, they always see the negative side. Okay, but if you have a high self esteem, what happens within you? You always see the good side. You're always optimistic. It's a common word that we use. I'm always optimistic. We are very optimistic that this is going to happen. And remember, even as we are talking to great professors and HODs and faculty members, do you see your students shining? Do you see your students excelling? Or do you always see them that they'll never make in life? Or do you see that they cannot even achieve whatever you are, whatever they desire? Even to our own selves, we as professors and as HODs and faculty members and even teachers at large, do we feel sometimes that whatever we are doing is not worthwhile? Okay, so that is just a low self-esteem. Remember, we are human beings, and sometimes of this kind of situations or this kind of thinkings will encroach our minds. So we should always learn to be optimistic. Let us try. Let us try and let us believe. Another thing about low self-esteem and high self-esteem, these people who have low self-esteem, they know it all. They know it everything. They don't want to learn. They don't want even to be taught. Okay, but on the contrary, people with high self-esteem, they have a desire to learn. They don't shy off. They always learn. They always desire to learn. Like today, as Professor Samuel was teaching us about the etiquette, about some few, uh, some Caldi, some Watson. You see, we desire to learn. So I didn't know this, and it was good that I have learned today. But if I have a low self-esteem, I would have just said, what is it telling us? I can even search this on my own. But at least I've taken some notes as he introduced us that we should have in the etiquette program of how we should be. We are told that have a paper and a pen. So I've learned something new today, that we can have that translation from language to written and all that. So those are people with high self-esteem. They always have a desire to learn. Again, people of low self-esteem, what happens? They always have arguments. They want to argue. They want to argue. If I'm a faculty member, maybe I want to argue with my colleague. If I'm a HOD, I want to maybe suppress even the other faculty members who are junior maybe to me. Okay, so that is low self-esteem. You feel that they may overtake you. Okay, and there's no harm. Let them, once you're maybe a senior professor, and one time you're going to leave, we are passing on the baton. As I always say it, when we are running, when they have that relay, they are 4x4, so they'll pass what you call the baton, then the other person continues. Okay, so we should not have that argument or that argumentative kind of attitude in us. We should always have that mind of discussion. Let us desire to discuss. For example, if we are in the meeting room for faculty members, so we can just all of us, let's discuss. Let us see how we can raise these children. So it's always good that we have a high self-esteem. And another point that I want to share as I conclude on these two comparisons, if you have a high self-esteem and you are a HOD, a professor, or a faculty member, you are bold and confident. You're bold and confident. You have that confidence, okay, in you. But if you have a low self-esteem, then you have fear and confusion. And I want us to see one slide, the first slide. I just want us to see the first slide of one boy one boy who is leading.
All right, Sam, give me a minute. I'm trying to share it.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
And the coordinator, the class rep can tell me or give me a thumbs up. Are you able to see it on the screen?
Hello, sir.
Are you able to see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Is it on the full screen?
No. Off.
Is it on the full screen? Brother Sam, are you able to see it?
Yes, yes, I can see it clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
no.
first slide.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that slide.
Tell
Yeah.
me.
So you can see that small boy, and I think this picture is gotten from the Indian context, which is very nice. You know, India, they are very big cows, very big cows are there, and it's wonderful. So you can see this young boy. This cow is very big, or this bull. Let me call it like that. This bull is very big, but this boy has a lot of confidence in him. Okay, you can see, and as I started by saying one of the quotes there, that as a man thinks, so is he. This boy has a lot of confidence that he can direct this bull to wherever he wants it to go. Okay, so this is just a kind of high self-esteem. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind even what people will say. Okay, so he is bold and he has that kind of confidence in him. So can we have confidence like this small boy here that we are seeing leading this bull? So it's important on what we think. This boy knows that I'm going to lead this cow or this bull wherever I want it to go. But sometimes when we have low self-esteem, even as this program is so much on the side of the faculty members and the HODs and the lecturers and the teachers and professors at large, okay, sometimes we feel that we cannot be able to make it. But I want to tell you, or rather I want to encourage you this evening, that it is possible. It is very much possible. If through this illustration we can see that this boy is pulling this bull to wherever he wants it to go, then it's also possible for us. You know, pictures give us very good illustrations. Okay, then I want us even to go to the next slide. The next slide, it's all about attitude. Professor, yeah, the next slide, it's all about attitude. Okay, again, here we can see a very small animal is chasing a rhino. This is a rhino. The big animal is a rhino. Okay, so this rhino is being chased by a very small animal there. It could be a small dog or maybe a warthog or something, a small animal there. So it knows that it's able, or rather, it is chasing this big rhino. But for example, if I can ask all of you, and I know all of you, you'll give very positive answers here, that this rhino is just able to give about turn or a U-turn as it were, and it can crush this small animal. But this big animal, if we may see it, it has low self-esteem, if we may say, or rather attitude. We can join these two words, attitude and low self-esteem. So it's able just to give an about turn and crush this small animal. But just because of the mind, it's so scared, it's running away. You know, sometimes it happens like that in our lives. Okay, we run away from very simple or from very small challenges. But what should we do? We should counter attack these challenges head on. Okay, so let us not be like this big rhino. It is being chased by it is being chased by a small animal, and we know very well it can just turn, and just by only one crush, using only one leg, it can destroy this animal. So sometimes we are like that. So let us not have a very low, or rather let us not have low self-esteem. Let us be people of high self-esteem. So in real sense, this small animal, if we may say, it has a high self-esteem. Okay, so I would want us to go even to the third slide. Okay, we have elephants. There are very many elephants there in India. I would see them crossing there, being carried and all that. But what happens to an elephant? This is a story, and maybe, or rather, I know most of us may have heard of this story, but it's no harm for me to repeat the story for the sake who have never heard of the story. Okay, so what happens to this elephant when it was small? Okay, when this elephant was small, what happened? It was tied in a small a very small stick, and a rope was tied on the leg. Okay. Yeah. So this elephant, even as it grows big, it still believes that it has been tied. It has been tied. It cannot move, or it cannot pull that small stick that is tied on it. But in real sense, this elephant is just only half a second, or rather half a minute or 5 seconds, and it can pull this, this stick off, or how it has been tied. Okay, so it's a belief system. It's a belief system. You know, sometimes even as we are a galaxy, as I said, a galaxy of professors and HODs, or rather intellectuals or great minds. Sometimes what was planted in our lives when we were small, okay, so that thing has never come out. It has never come out of our minds, and we carry it into years and generations and generations. And when we realize that we were able to do something, it is too late. It is too late for us. So this animal, this elephant, maybe it's almost 30 or 40 years, but still it does not realize that it can just pull off itself, or it can break this rope and escape. But it's still tied on to that rope. Okay, so let us change our belief system from a low self-esteem to a high self-esteem. Okay, so I would want us also to go to the fourth slide. Now, this is very important. I want to share about sharpening our axe. This man, you can see him, he's cutting some firewood or some logs of trees. Okay, he's cutting some logs of trees. So he has an axe there, and he's supposed to cut these trees. But you can see this man, he looks very miserable. He's not happy. He's not getting results through the picture itself. You know, when you use pictures, as they say, as the Chinese proverb says, that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. This man does not look very happy. He's not getting the results that he wants. Okay, so I want to give you a story, a common story that is always shared, that once upon a time there were two people. Okay, there were two men. Fine, I'll call one Peter and I'll call the other one John. Okay, or you can give your names there. You can say one Kumar, another one you can say Pankaj. Okay, so these two people, but I'll use Peter and John. So here, Peter has been employed 3 months in a certain company for cutting trees, for felling trees, okay, to fell the trees. But what happens to Peter? After 3 months, he's always cutting 2 trees per day. Okay, he's always cutting 2 trees per day, 2 trees per day for 3 months. Okay, then after 3 months, John is employed. Okay, now Peter is aside, always cutting 2 trees per month. And for 3 months, he has been doing the same thing. But the employer sees that, let me employ somebody else so that we may increase maybe the input, or let me increase the amount of trees that are going to be cut, or they're going to be felled. So he employs John. But when John comes, he cuts 4 trees per day. Okay, here Peter is cutting only 2 trees per day for 3 months. But when John comes, he cuts 4 trees per day now as they continue. So Peter gets a bit curious, and he wants to know what is happening. And in the long run, the employer raises the salary, or gives an increment to John's salary. Okay, he increases his salary. So Peter gets a bit angry. He's not happy, and he asks the employer, I have been here with you for 3 months, and John has just joined, and you are increasing, or rather you have been given an increment to his on his salary. And you know, everybody wants an increment. Okay, we try to work hard so that we may get an increment all over the world. Everybody wants an increment. And when an employer sees you knocking at his door, he always thinks that this man wants an increment. Anyway, now to cut the long story short. So the employer tells Peter, can you ask John what he's doing so that he's cutting 4 trees while you're cutting only 2. And Peter books an appointment with John, okay? But John tells him this: let me tell you, my friend, whenever I cut or whenever I fell a tree, what happens? I always sharpen my axe, okay? And here is a point that I want to have written there for us. If you keep on doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results, okay? If you keep on doing the same thing, you keep on getting the same result. So here I wanted to encourage us, or I want to challenge us, that are we sharpening those axe and we want to cut a lot of trees, okay? So we should learn to do a lot of research. Nowadays, technology has come. Are we venturing in? Are we doing a lot of research, okay? Are we doing a lot of studies? As Professor Samuel says, that before a teacher gives homework, okay, you must do homework, or rather you must do a lot of homework. So before we give our students homework, are we doing a lot of homework ourselves? What do I mean by this? Are we doing a lot of research? Are we trying to upgrade ourselves? If you have done masters or if you have done your PG, do you want to do a PhD? Okay. Do you want to do other additional courses? Do you want to learn computer? It's a shock sometimes, but I believe India, all of you are computer literate, but sometimes it's a shock to find that people or some people are not computer literate at this age, okay? So all of us should be computer literate, we who are in the classroom or we who are teaching students, okay? So by this, I mean, let us desire to learn more. Let us desire to sharpen our axe always, okay? Fine. So now this is what happened. John told him, whenever I cut a tree, I always sharpen my axe. So if I want to slide and show you practically. So now this is what Abraham Lincoln did, okay? So he has a very sharp axe there. So he says, give me 6 hours, okay, of cutting, to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. This is Abraham Lincoln. Fine. So you give him 6 hours of chopping a tree. But what he's going to do, he's going to use the first 4 hours sharpening his axe, okay? So it's very important. Let us do a lot of research, okay? Sometimes we just want to do a study of 10 minutes within our closets, and we want to go and share for 3 hours, okay? So it does not work out like that. So we have to spend a lot of time. We have to spend a lot of time. We have to do a lot of research for us to get results. So this is what I'm trying to bring across today, that for us to shine, for us to be seen that we are a step higher, or we are people of high self-esteem, then we need to do all these things that we have just spoken before, okay? So Abraham Lincoln, I'll give a short story of 5 points about Abraham Lincoln before he became the president, or once upon a time president of the United States of America, okay? So what Abraham Lincoln did, when he was 21 years, he failed in business at that age, or rather at the age of 21, he failed in his business. That is Abraham Lincoln, okay? Then what happened again, he was defeated in a legislative race at the age of 22 years, okay? Then again, he failed at business at the age of 24. Then something very sorrowful and very sad happened. His wife died at the age of, when he was 26. This is Abraham Lincoln. His wife died when he was 26 years, okay? Then he had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27. All these are challenges that are taking place in Abraham Lincoln. Then at the age of 34, again, he lost in an election. Then as I come down, then he lost another race election at the age of 45. Again, he failed in an effort to become the vice president at the age of 47. Why am I giving all these failures? You may wonder, why are you capitalizing on failures? But I want to show that he didn't die hard. Okay, he was not a person of low self-esteem. Okay, then again at the age of 49, he lost at a senatorial race. But something good happened. You know, something good happened. He saw a light at the end of the tunnel, or rather, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, he was elected president of the United States at the age of 52. Imagine from the age of 21, failures, 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 and failures. But he didn't lose heart. He was not a person of low self-esteem. If I may ask, how many of us, we may go to a class, you find these students are not catching, or they're not getting, or they're not grasping what maybe you're delivering? Do we lose heart? Do we give up so easily? Okay. Or do we get other methods to bring them close to the subject or to what we want them to learn? So can we be like Abraham, Lincoln? Can we be like those people who are trying to make light, who are trying to make the telephone? They never gave heart, or they never gave up. Okay, they kept on persisting. So this is an issue of persistence. Can we persist? Remember, as a man thinks, so is he. It's all about attitude. We have seen the four, or rather the five slides that we have shown there about the small boy. Okay, about the small animal chasing a very big rhino. We have seen the elephant. All this is about, it's all about attitude. Okay, we have seen that man who was trying to sharpen, who was getting so much discouraged because he was not even getting results of what he want. But remember, all this is about attitude. Okay, and when you have low self-esteem, as we have seen that man, when you keep on doing the same thing, okay, when you keep on doing the same thing all the time, you'll keep on getting the same results. So can we up our game? Okay, can we change what we are doing? Can we be professors? Can we be HODs who desire to learn? Okay, can we be faculty members who desire to impact, or rather of high self-esteem? Are we bold? Are we bold enough? Or rather, do we have confidence? Are we optimistic? Or are we people of low self-esteem that we are always seeing the negative side? Sometimes teachers or other professors, because as I said, we are all human beings. Sometimes we always see the negative, okay, even of our students. But what should we do? We are supposed to encourage them. And as I always say, remember, as much as it's a profession, okay, as much as it's a profession, it's also a calling. Okay, it's a calling. God has impacted that, or God has put that in our hearts, that we may teach. Okay, so let us not just desire to get that, I call it a very big wallet. Okay, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. Okay, but as much as it's good, and it's good to earn well, but as much as we are earning that much, are we, is it from our heart? Is it a passion? Are we doing it with a passion? But I assure you, if you're a person of low self-esteem, then this is not, it's not going to work out for us. Okay, so let it be as a profession, and as well as a calling. So some points that I would want us to ponder on, even as I come maybe to a conclusion. Okay, remember, you are a product of what you think. As a man thinks, so is he. So you are a product of what you think. Okay, that is one point. The second point that I would want us to, or rather I would want to share with you, that poverty is all in the mind. As a man thinks, so is he. So maybe if you're making notes or you are taking notes. So I've said the first point is this: you are a product of what you think. Then if you think negatively, if you're always, why me, why that, why I'm not able to do this, then you're always going to be a product of what you are thinking. Okay, then poverty is all in the mind. Okay, poverty is all in the mind. So if you want to be rich, then you can just change your attitude. You can just change your thinking, and whatever negative that maybe you could be having, you can replace it with a positive. Whatever negative that maybe you always speak, then replace it with a positive. Okay, then what we have seen on the slides, then always let us be people who sharpen our axe. Let us be people who sharpen it. Let us be people who keep on sharpening. Let us be people who desire to learn every day. Learning never comes to an end. Okay, learning will never come to an end. So let us be people who desire to learn more and more. Let us do more research. Let us learn from our colleagues. Let us learn even from other institutes, uh, from other states. Maybe from AP. If you're in AP, you can learn from Tamil Nadu. You can learn from Uttar Pradesh. Okay, you can learn from all these states. So we should be people who desire to learn. Then another thing is who you are is who you attract. I just wanted to give 4 points because I don't give many, so that they may sink in our minds. Okay, these points I would want them to sink in our minds. So I've said the first one. I like repeating. Repetition is always good so that it may sink. Okay, so the first one, but I believe you have written, so you are a product of what you think. The second one, poverty is all in the mind. And the third one, sharpen your axe. So you should always be people who sharpen our axe. And the fourth one is who you are is who you attract. For example, if we are professors or if we are faculty members and teachers, and the students will see us, okay, a very common phrase that first they will see you, first they will see you, then they will receive you, or first they will see us, then they will receive us. Okay, so they can see us. Okay, students are very bright, we cannot despise them. Okay, they are even us when we're in school, we would know that today our teacher did not give us what we expected, and sometimes we'd say today our teacher was so good, he gave us what we really expected. I cannot afford to miss his or her class. Okay, so first they will see you, then they receive you. Okay, so let us be people of high self-esteem. Okay, if you're people of high self-esteem, then we are going to have, or rather we are going to attract a group of people who are going to desire to be like us. Okay, and one question I like asking, or rather I would ask even right now, maybe why do we hear most of the students when you ask them, and because I've had a chance even of asking students in India, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay, and I know you can raise hands and say most of the students, they'll say, I want to be a doctor. Okay, I want to be an engineer. I want to be a pilot. Okay, I want to be great, maybe those great terms or terminologies, but very few, if you can do even a survey, very few, I believe so, they will say that I want to be maybe a teacher. I want to be in the teaching line. But why? Can we ask ourselves what could be the problem? Okay. But maybe because they have seen how most, not all, because I don't want to put everybody or I don't want to paint everybody with the same brush. But sometimes they feel like teaching is a boring career. Okay. But it's we to show them that teaching is also a career like other careers. By the way, teaching is one of the best career in the world. Okay, and it says, I heard it somewhere, that teachers are really blessed. Teachers are one of the people who are blessed in the world, because you're sharing some knowledge. You're sharing some knowledge with other people. You're lighting another candle, which is going to light another candle. Okay, so let us be people who can attract the outside world, even our students, even in the class. Let them desire to come in the teaching field. Okay, I'm not advocating that everybody must come to the teaching field, but let them see that it's also a career like other careers. Okay, so this is what I really wanted to share with us today. But in conclusion, within 2 minutes, rather 2 minutes, so how to maintain or how to build a high self-esteem. Do we have commitment? These are points that we need to ponder on. Do you have the commitment? So if you have the commitment, then you're going to have a high self-esteem. So you should have commitment. Then do you have the desire? Point number 2. Let us have the desire. Okay. Then remember, we are the captain of our own ship. Okay. You are the captain of your own ship. You as a professor, nobody is going to come and work for you. Nobody is going to come and do your assignment or your homework, as professor says, doing a lot of homework. But of course, your colleague can help you, but it's upon you to do a lot of effort. It's upon you to know what you're supposed to do. So you're the captain of your own ship, okay? Then sometimes we face criticism. If you face criticism, what do? Do you surrender? Okay. So if you face criticism, it's upon you. It's upon you to know that, yes, I am going to take this criticism positively. Fine. Some people will come and give some negative criticism. So what do you do with the negative? The negative, just leave it. But if I come and give you a constructive, rather, let me use this word, a constructive criticism, take it, accept it. Okay. I always like when I'm criticized, when somebody criticizes me, okay, of course it should be in a way to help me. It should be positive criticism. Okay. So do we accept those positive criticism from our colleagues? So this is what I really wanted to share today about self-esteem. Remember, we have seen that it can be both on the extreme. It can be positive, or rather it can be high, and it can be low. But our desire is to have a high self-esteem. And I said, when having a high self-esteem, I did not mean that we should be proud and showing other people that they're not as we are. Okay, we should not step on other people's legs and toes. Okay, high self-esteem is all about modesty. Okay, you desire to share, you have confidence, you are bold. Okay, you can lead, you have the desire even to learn, you have the desire to discuss. Fine. So this is what I wanted us to ponder on, or rather to discuss this evening. And as we say that iron sharpens iron, I believe I have sharpened some few irons, or rather some many irons there. So we have sharpened one another. I'm really glad to have your attention and to have people listening to what I can say this evening. So Professor Samuel, I think that is what I wanted to share this evening.
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much,
Yeah.
Dr. Sam. And
Yes.
thank you so much for your spirit. What you told is, you need to sharpen, all right?
Mm,
So I
mm,
want to put it in the Indian context,
yes.
And
Yes.
we will open it to the questions. Some people can ask you questions, and then within
It's okay.
5 minutes we close. So in an
Fine.
Indian context, on a weekend, on a Sunday, especially when
Yes.
you go to the market, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen the chicken stores, mutton stores,
Yes. Yeah.
any
Yeah. I've seen.
meat stores? Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yes.
do they do? What do they do? All right.
Yes. There are always.
The
Yeah.
butcher is
Yes.
always sharpening, and I always
Yes.
observe him. He has given
Yes.
1 kilo, 400 rupees,
Mm,
but again he does
mm,
it every time.
yeah.
And I always put a
True.
question to myself,
Yeah.
Professor Samuel, what are you doing?
Mhm.
Right? Because everybody says experience, 20 years experience, 15 years experience. That is nothing.
Yeah. Yes.
Experience is nothing. Many
Yes.
people may disagree, but I will prove the point.
Yeah.
If anybody has 20 years of experience, you know
Mhm.
what is 20 years of experience?
Yeah.
20 years before teaching it
Mm,
first year, that is
yeah.
experience.
Yes.
First year experience, repeating 19 years is not 20 years experience.
Yes. Yes.
You getting my point?
Yeah. I get.
Bro, I'm telling it brutally honest.
Yeah.
Same subject, same
Yes.
PPT, same
Yes.
notes, same
Yes.
lesson plan, same
Mm,
textbook. 19 years you're teaching and telling 20 years
yes.
experience.
Yes.
Exposure is more important than
Yeah.
experience.
True. True. True.
Write down, my dear friends, wherever you are, write down. This is the hard truth.
Mm, yeah.
19 years of teaching
Yeah.
repeatedly is good.
Yeah.
But 20 years, what is your exposure? Exposure is what? Exposure is same subject. Whenever the
Mm,
board of study changes, the syllabus will change. And in our
yes.
country, I don't know what about your country, in our country, amazing board of studies will happen. You know what will happen in the
Yes.
board of studies? Unit
Yes.
12 will become unit 3. Unit
Yeah.
3 will become unit 2. Unit 2 will
Mm,
become unit 5. Textbook
mm,
1 will become textbook 5. Textbook will
mm,
textbook 2. Why? Because if we change the whole syllabus, then my whole
yeah.
notes have to change.
Yes.
You're getting my point.
I get
Oh
it.
God, I tell you. So I cannot tolerate when people say, you ask anybody introduction. Hey, what's your introduction?
Yes.
Actually speaking,
Mm,
25 years of who asked you?
mhm.
Who asked your experience?
Yeah.
All right, your exposure. So 25 years, what am I doing? All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So that sharpening of the saw. Now
Yeah.
I want to put it in this context, my dear professor.
Mm.
Now in this context, all right, I'm
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm putting a hard debate. Hard debate.
Yeah.
All right. On the
True.
TV, on the Republic TV, the nation wants to know. On
Yes.
on on Sam's TV, the faculty should know one thing. If
Yes.
salary is not coming now, next 6 months,
Yeah.
all
Yes.
the all the colleges band. If
Mhm.
please don't mistake me. If
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, now you tell me,
Yeah.
professor, where will I get my self-esteem?
Mhm.
Already salary coming also, no self-esteem. When
Yeah.
I see my HOD, my BP will rise. When the HOD sees me, my all tension will start.
Mhm.
But now it's a challenge of COVID.
Yeah.
What if the college is not opening, my dear professor? Now you tell me, where is my self-esteem? पैसा
Mhm.
नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, पैसा.
Yes.
Loan, children's fees, June is coming, and school is telling WhatsApp message. Please keep a laptop for your child. Please keep
Mm.
internet for your child. Yanke internet
Yeah.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರ ಬಾಬು ಅಂತೆ ಮళ్ళీ for my children. Now, how do I find self-esteem when the situation is bad? I want your
Yes.
input. I want your input, Dr. Sam.
Oh, you want? Okay. Fine. 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 Yeah. So this is all about how to get your self-esteem. That is high self-esteem. That is from low, because definitely it's a low self-esteem. If this COVID comes and all these points as you have mentioned there. So the thing is, I was saying that are you a victim? This is a common. Are you a victim of circumstances?
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes people become victim of circumstances. And as we said, as I started there, that you say, oh, now as they say, I'm just repeating what you have said. Oh, now what will I do? This now you're just self-pity. Actually, that's the best word. So we have a self-pity and we become victim of circumstances. Okay. So the thing is, if you are a person of low self-esteem, then this is going to pull you. It's going to pin you down. Okay. It's going to pin you down. But if you're a person of high self-esteem, and that's why I was saying that we ought to replace, or we ought to change this low self-esteem and replace it with high self-esteem words like, let us be optimistic.
Okay.
Let us believe that in spite of this COVID, that now the schools or the colleges, and we are not going to the colleges. Of course, they'll be opened in due time. As you said, we cannot say they'll be closed. We don't have the power to say that, but in due time. But at the moment, these colleges are closed. Okay. But let's be optimistic. It's not a must. It's not a must I go to the class. I can teach through this webinar. Okay. Like what we are doing now. So you're optimistic that there's always a solution for a problem. Okay.
All right.
Today I decided I will not be indoors. I decided I'll be outside. It's about creativity. It's about creativity. And I had one statement in the news, or just some discussion was there, that now the world will be looking for people who are creative. Okay.
True.
So if you're not creative, then you're going to lack a place. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why we kept on repeating, and you have emphasized that again about the Indian, when they'll cut the murgan, the murgi, the chicken. When they cut it there, they'll keep on sharpening there. They'll keep on sharpening their knives. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's we to get a way out. Now there's a problem all over the world.
Yeah.
But can we try to get a solution of how we can have a continuity of what we have been
All
doing?
right. Okay. Good. So, Dr. Payal Sharma, I've unmuted you. Yes. A quick question to Professor. He's in Kenya. You raise hand. Yeah. Just an open question. Quick.
Actually, very brilliant session that I have attended, and this No more question I have to ask because I'm satisfied with what he's saying.
You know that it is you who have to change, right? Individual.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. So Ramesh Babu Garu, he's V Ramesh Babu Garu is raising hand. Okay, cool. So, Dr. Payal Sharma, where are you from?
I'm from SBD College, Dhampur, Uttar Pradesh.
कौन से डिस्ट्रिक्ट में पड़ता है ये?
Uh, in Bijnor district, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, thank you. Ramesh Babu, Professor Ramesh Babu.
Sir.
Yes, quick question to Professor. Yeah.
Yes, sir. After having heard his discussion on self-esteem, I'm very impressed because what I understood so far for last 30 minutes, he explained about the belief system. In that belief system, the total if we understand the entire Indian history for the last 3,000 years, on the base of particular belief system, we experienced the 30 years of life, sir. 3,000 years of life, sir. On the base of belief system only, we are not able to coming out of that belief system, sir. We have to have a correct belief system. We have to belief system on the basis of rationalistic and on the basis of humanistic tendencies, sir.
Good. Thank you, sir.
I must be grateful to Sam and you also.
Thank you. So, Sam, brother Sam, you have created an impact. And I want to tell you here in an open forum, because we are all learned community. You take children, you take small babies from different regions. You take an Indian baby, you take an African baby, you take a North Indian baby, you take a Meerut baby, you take a Tamil Nadu baby, you take an Andhra baby, you take UP baby. Sabko dal do. Put them in a place. Man, they will play with everyone.
Yes.
They will not see who are you, what is your caste, what is your creed, what is your buttock, what is your, nothing they will see.
Yeah.
Irrespective. Because when they were child, nobody knew. Their belief system was totally different, that nothing polluted them. But the same teaching faculty, the same professor, when the child is little bit growing, after the PhD, after having partial head damage, we will tell the children, bhai, don't go meet that boy. They don't belong to our caste. Don't play in the ground with them. They are low caste. We are high caste. But when they were children, nobody told them.
True.
That's the power of self-belief. We pollute our own system.
Yes.
But we go in the class, society, sociology, teamwork, national integration. अरे क्या भाड़ में national integration? Department के अंदर ही national integration नहीं हो रहा है. 5 teachers in one department have 50,000 vision.
Yes.
5 teachers in one department has 50,000 different vision.
Yeah.
When they have different vision, the HOD's vision is totally division. Yeah, and people are smiling. That's truth.
Yeah. True.
We cannot take somebody telling us something, right? And that's a belief system. I want to tell you, my dear friends, if your belief system is clear, right? So I want to close here by telling you, if somebody of your relatives are in ICU, God forbid if they're in ICU, they need blood. They need blood. Right now, they need blood. And they need B positive. Nahi mil raha hai. And the doctor says, if there is no somebody who's a donor, we will not do the operation. I hope, are you getting, can you give me a thumbs up? Others, are you getting my statement? Can you give a thumbs up or reaction? Pata chal raha hai what I'm talking? Yeah? All right, good. Now, when it's at last minute and doctor says we need a replacement, we need a blood. Now that time, all right, if my mother is in the operation theater or my wife is in the operation theater, can some donor has come? All right. Now my name itself is Samuel, I'm Christian. If the donor comes from a Muslim family or a Hindu family or a Jain family or a Roman Catholic, can I ask him question, brother, are you Christian blood? Mental loose. Dying, somebody is dying there. and somebody comes with a B positive and I want a B positive, that time your bloody, your case, your caste, your region, everything will go off. You will
Yeah.
fold your hands and ask him to give the blood, irrespective
True.
of what religion we are, true or false. If I'm saying
True.
right, give me a thumbs up. If I'm saying right, give me a thumbs up. We will not see any religion. We will not see any caste because blood
Yeah.
has no deviation, bro. B positive is
True.
B positive for everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
when it comes to death and life, you don't see it. But in between life and death, we see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Within the department also, we see, this professor is from that.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting my point?
Yeah, yeah.
So cheap mentality, bro. I tell you, warning. I'm warning you openly. No
Yes.
matter you are a government professor, central government professor, state professor, private professor, including Samuel Johnson, including me. नहीं चलेगा बेटा ये सब. You may be successful partially, you will be failure in life. Write it from me. You can never create an impact as a teacher if you have these partialities. All right. But you may
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
question to me. What do I do, professor? Others are like this. Others gaya bhaad mein. लिख लो, bhaad mein लिख लो. Others go to hell.
Mm.
It's your life. You have to create an impact. Let's come out of all that things as a faculty, and only one thing, our nation has to shine. That's all.
True.
Is it right? Is it right what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
I know it is pricking to some people. Whatever I say is pricking. Somewhere it's kutthudu. Tamil lo sollam kutthudu, nalla kutthudu. బాగా గుచ్చుకుంటుంది నేను చెప్పిన మాటలంతా గుచ్చుకొని బాగా నిజం చెప్తే బాగా మంట సచ్ బోలతో కడవా హై. All right, I'm not joking. We need to really think about it. We spoil our own children, right? So I don't know, think to question, think to reflect.
Yeah.
And Sam, thank you so much for telling this amazing talk. And
Fine.
yeah, what is your secret of your life? Do you want to tell it to them?
Which secret?
You have a life secret to India, man. Shall I tell it or you want to tell it?
Share. I always give you the privilege to share. Yeah.
Okay. Sam is, I don't know what to say, Kenyan plus Indian. He is married to an Indian. His wife is an Indian. He is blessed with 2 pretty girls. Both girls, right? Or
No, girl boy.
Girl boy, yeah. And amazing. They're a mixed breed. Thoda Kenya, thoda India, thoda Tamil. Pura mix ho gaya. And beautiful children. They talk multi languages. And bro, thank you so much for giving opportunity to have joint collaboration in family between India and Kenya. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Maybe when you come back to India, you need to visit some of the corporates and colleges. I will share your LinkedIn profile in the Google Classroom. Yeah, please help. He's very expert in business studies, management school, HR, human resources. All right. So thank you so much. When you come back to India, please give some time. All right. And
I'll do so.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I do appreciate.
Thank you. So do you want to speak a couple of words in Hindi and say them namaskar, thank you before we go?
Hindi bhul gaye.
Hindi bhul gaya.
हाँ भूल गए.
गाली आता है तेरे को? हाँ?
250 ग्राम हिंदी मालूम है.
250 gram, you know, only little bit.
Little bit.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Thank you. How is your life in Agra, man? There are many people near Agra there.
Yeah, those days we had a lot of students, African students. But now the number has reduced. I think maybe 10 could be there now. Only 10.
How do you find that Agra, Taj Mahal? Whenever you see that, do you get love automatically?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice.
It was nice.
It was good.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Take care. Take care so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Chalo. So the next speaker for a short talk is there. Professor Carlin. Sam, you want to be there? You be there. I'll connect you to Professor from Carlin. Yeah.
I can join the same link.
Same. Anytime.
I will join.
Take care. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Take care. Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So for all of you, for those who are there, Most important, because many people ask me, sir, how do we do, somebody asked me in the starting of the program, right? How do we do chemistry? How do we do maths? So write down labster.com. It's an amazing tool. It's paid and as well as free. You can do virtual laboratories, all right? You can search for it and see how beautifully they have designed virtual labs, okay? Labster, yeah.
What if you could give your students access to a fully equipped $1 million laboratory that engages them in...
Is the video seen? Shashi ji, can you give a thumbs up? Chandrasekhar, is it seen? Just give a thumbs up on video. Yeah, all right. Okay. So maybe, yeah.
Science through a highly immersive learning experience. With Labster, you can. Labster offers students access to a realistic lab experience that will let them perform experiments and practice their skills in a fun and risk-free learning environment. Students learn with the help of theory pages and quiz questions, and experience immersive 3D simulations that visualize life science down to the molecular level. This helps them understand.
Okay, so these links will be there on your website. Let's not spend more time on that. It's called Labster. The other one is Praxi Labs. Praxi Lab is one of the fantastic one. And because of COVID, they're giving amazing free access to 22 interactive simulations of biology, chemistry, physics experiments, all right? So I don't know whether you're able to see that. Professor Shashi, Renuji, dikh raha hai? Are you able to see? All right, biology, physics, chemistry experience on virtual labs. So please quickly go after the program, register yourself for the free account. Amazing, gold mine, gold mine. All right, so please go do it, try for yourself. All right, if there's anybody from physics, there's so many teachers from physics here. I would request you to go to PHET, University of Colorado, PHET. All right, can somebody type over there? Anyway, all this will be on your Google Classroom, and beautiful simulations. All right, it may look for you like a game, but it's all right. The whole physics is given here. You can download this simulation. It is given notes for the teachers, how to do the simulation, how to work on it, and how is it relevant to the subject. All right, amazing thing. Please don't waste time on this, but go PHET Colorado. All right, it's there for maths, it's there for physics, and physicsclassroom.com. Amazing things are there on this website, physicsclassroom.com. All right, so many simulations are there. I'm sure there are so many professors from physics. Please make a note of this and do your best. All right, and myphysicslab.com. Is it visible, Dr. Sashi? Dikh raha hai? Yeah. So you see, it's so beautiful. Everything is given here. For example, the single spring. All right. You need to go change the numbers, change the values. All right. Can you see there on the screen? Yeah. On the right are the values. You know, this is what we do in the lab, right? We change the values. We see what is the impact, what is the pressure, and it's so beautiful. Myphysicslab.com. myphysicslab.com. All right, so many things are there. Try your hands on that. All right, if you go to this, the main website, PHET Colorado, you get for physics. All right, can you see here simulations? Can you see on the screen? Kya kya dikh raha hai? Biology, chemistry, earth science, maths, dikh raha hai sab kuch? Yes. All right, so there we go. All mathematics. Can you see this maths? So in depth, you need to just go inside. It's so ocean of things are there, physics, everything I showed you. So I'm sure these tools will definitely help. Labster.com, mat bhuliye please. All right, and go to praxilabs.com. Don't miss it, because the way these guys have done it, it's truly commendable, truly commendable. All right, this is for the chemistry labs, what they've done. We have even for languages tomorrow.
The Labster General Chemistry Package is a set of 13 virtual lab simulations focused on the core chemistry concepts required for a successful first year for chemistry and non-chemistry majors. The package is a combination of basic concept-based and advanced technique-based simulations. Basic simulations such as atomic structure and periodic table are ideal as a self-study activity and allow the students to review essential chemistry concepts before being presented with more advanced content. The most advanced simulations are designed to support the course syllabus, reinforcing concepts and giving the students an innovative tool to deepen their learning, for example, by interacting with organic molecules or visualizing electron orbitals.
All right, so you can go to Google and just put Labster, you get it. And Brother Carlin, I gave you the co-host. Brother Carlin, are you there? All right, I can miss him, I guess. All right, he's there. I can see as a co-host. All right.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Hey, Carlin, brother. Yeah. Good evening, man. You have a marathon, 10 minutes, quick, just a talk. Later on, we'll meet day after on the valedictory. Anyway, you're going to give a speech. Okay, there is he, Professor Carlin from Cameroon. He is a foreign language expert. Spanish, French, dumle pesado. All right, he's from Cameroon. Bro, a quick 10-minute marathon, and again, day after we'll meet. Yeah. There are 400 professors all over India. All right.
Yeah.
So welcome on the board. Quick.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you here this evening. My name is Carlin, and I'm from Cameroon. So Cameroon is this wonderful country located at the heart of Africa. I think some might have told you about Cameroon, but let's not emphasize a lot on Cameroon today. All right, so I'm a language expert. And I'm here today just to discuss with you the importance of learning a second language that is an additional international language to English, because I suppose most of you now do speak English. But nowadays, looking at the current situation, with the world that is going global, with the phenomenon of globalization, it is becoming important to be able to speak one or two extra foreign languages like French, Spanish, and it is important in all industries. It is important for us as professionals. It is important also for our kids, and there is no age to learn any language. All right. One thing I would like to specify is that my primary language of communication is French. So I do speak English today because I learned it.
Can you say some words in French? Don't scold us, because we don't know.
Okay. All right. The magic word you should learn in French is bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour.
How to tell it, man? Tell. Because how to pronounce it? Because in my state, we only know bhojanam. Kudu.
Okay.
Bonjour.
Okay. Bonjour is a bisyllabic word. So it's like bon.
Bon.
You can say bon.
Bon.
And jour.
Jew.
Okay, jour. Yeah. You're almost there.
We can remember zoo in our zoo.
Yeah. So after bonjour, you need to smile. Okay, it's a magic word. It brings smiles and it brings good mood. That's what the French say. So
we need to smile, huh?
Yeah.
That is very difficult in my country. Very difficult. Natural smile is difficult. Yeah. Artificial smile, aerosters also will give. Artificial. Okay. Bonjour.
Yeah. So tonight, I'm not so sure we might have the time to discuss all what I had prepared, but
no, just overview. Day after, you'll have a exclusive session.
Okay. All right. So as I say, it's becoming important to learn a foreign language today, and talking of the benefits, there are some obvious, like some reasons that are not so common that people don't know about it. To learn a new language, and one of these could be, for example, that when you learn a foreign language, it improves your math skills. For example, most people don't know about it, but the American Council for the Teaching of Foreign Language has made a study on that. They have proven that actually, when you learn a foreign language, this increases your math skill, and they also said that in order to improve in your math skills, if you learn a new language, I'm talking of foreign international languages here. If you learn it just for 1 hour, 30 minutes, for example, in a week, just 1 hour, 30 minutes in a week, in 6 semester, it is, no, not 6 semester, in 1 semester, it is enough to see considerable improvement, okay? They even said that, they even stated that if you learn the language instead of learning math, it will automatically improve on your analytical skills. That is just one example. Other studies have proven that when you learn a language, in the process, it enhances your creativity. You're more creative when you learn a new language. This is mostly noticeable with kids. Yeah, and learning a language also improves on your focus. And another reason is that when you learn a language, it helps you improve on your memory.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, because you know, the brain functions like a muscle. So you know, for any muscle, in order to make it stronger, your arm, for example, if you work it out, after some time it will grow big, and the bigger it is, then the powerful you are, you know. And so the same thing works for the brain. This part of the brain which is responsible for language learning, number processing, and even spatial recognition. So it is called the angular gyrus. So when you learn a language, in the process, that part of the brain gets stimulated, you know, and the more it's stimulated, and the bigger it's going to grow, and you know, the bigger it is, the better your memory is. That is another example. And other studies have also proven that when you learn a language, it can help you fight depression or Alzheimer's. That is like old age.
Alzheimer.
Yeah. Most of these brain, what's the word? French is coming in my mind.
Okay, tell it in French.
In French, we say maladie. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the word. Brain illnesses. You see, I had to say it in French, then I got it in English. So this is what I was talking about. So when you have the ability of speaking 2 or more languages, actually I can speak 3 languages fluently, international languages in addition to mother tongue. So there is a lot that goes on in the mind. So it works like almost like a computer. So so that's it. But let's talk about the Indian context right now. In India right now, it is becoming important at the graduate level. I don't want to talk about the professional level, because even us as faculties, as colleagues, because I'm also a teacher, it is also important for us. But let's look at for our students and for our kids. It is becoming demand. I mean, the industry is demanding that. Right now, it is not so much, but it is recommended. I just want to show you quickly few job posts that I have received recently. I'm trying to share the screen, but I can't find my
share
browser
screen.
here.
Down, share button.
Okay, my
green,
browser.
Green color, share screen.
Okay, show all windows. Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
So I just want to show you quickly. What is that browser? Okay, yeah, found it.
It says sharing a screen now.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah, Lingoda.
Okay, no, not yet, not this. But this, for example, is a job offer.
No, it's gone. Share screen is gone.
Is it gone?
Yeah, I can see you now. All of us can see you.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me do that.
It was in your email, something, but yeah.
Yes, I think I clicked.
Okay, so this talks about the job in foreign language.
Yes, because the industry in India, the demand has been increasing. I mean, the requirement is that most of our engineering graduates should at least be proficient in a foreign language.
Okay.
And that is why, if you observe recently, a lot of engineering institutions have been introducing foreign languages in their curriculum. It is not just for granted. It is because most of these companies in the West, are outsourcing their activities because they have noticed that actually if some of their operations are done in India, they will spend less. And you know how
All
this
right, we see now here,
Yeah.
dear Colin.
Yeah. So for example, this is a job. Actually, I got this job, but I didn't go for it. But, so this is for a client, Tech Mahindra, as you can see here. And here are the job requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good communication skills. I mean, even before the technical skills, the communication skills comes first. If you're unable to communicate, then
it says really, French.
Yeah. So in English, not only in English, but French.
Yeah.
2 or 4 years of work experience in accessibility testing. Okay. You should have working knowledge of web application analysis and okay. Should have experience on accessibility testing and all. All right, so what I want to emphasize is that all of these other skills, I did not have any of these.
Yeah.
Any of these technical skills. The only I had were this.
English and French.
And these people were ready, and I told them, these people were ready to hire me because they told me they have been really desperate because it was impossible to find, it was very difficult to find graduates right now in India
who had this now.
This language skill. So just imagine if graduates have this ability of speaking a foreign language, these kind of jobs, will be really easy for them. And there have been many others as well. We don't have much time to go through them.
No. Day after you're going to have an exclusive time.
Yeah.
Because wonderful preparation. So what is your take now? What do you want to give a message for all the teachers? There are English teachers, Tamil, Hindi, Sanskrit, Hindi, Telugu, and others. So what is the message? Why should a teacher learn a foreign language? Why? I am not going to work in France.
Actually, if you want to work in France, actually you should be able to speak French. But look at what the coronavirus has made us understand is that you don't need to be in France in order to work in France, for example. So if you have this foreign language ability, you can be in India but work for a company which is in France, for example. And also for researchers, researchers, it is important because in terms of collaboration, research. So you don't need to identify the language in which most of the domain, your domain, just identify the language in which most of the studies are being done and try to learn that language, because if you learn that language, you have access to all of these these materials, and you'll be able to connect easily with with your peers.
Good. Professor Colin, what you're trying to say before we conclude now is, if you have more foreign languages, your scope of horizon is more. Right?
A lot.
For example, I'm a South Indian, but when I learn Hindi, I'm able to communicate to so many. I learned Marathi, I'm able to communicate to so many in Maharashtra. I learned Tamil. Tamil is not my mother tongue, but if Tamil is summa pesuven, they also like. My wife is from Kerala, so I had to learn Malayalam. So now I can speak Malayalam. Now my horizon has increased. My horizon is, I can speak 2 foreign languages. I can speak German. So what you're trying to say is, it's good to know languages, especially foreign languages, to have more scope. Is that so before we conclude?
Especially foreign languages, but is it important to know your language before? Because your language defines you. If you cannot speak your language, I will not advise you to learn another foreign language. No.
First, learn your language.
Yes, you suffer from we call it identity crisis. If you don't know, you need to know your language first. But the problem with our vernacular language is that it limits us. Okay, it limits us. If you speak only Hindi, it will limit you only within India.
If I know only Telugu, my care of address will be within Andhra Pradesh map.
Yeah, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. That's all.
That's all.
Out of this space, you won't need it. It will not be so. It won't be useful. But if you know 1, 2, 3 international languages,
it's good. Okay.
It will be good.
So can we do one thing, Carlin, before we close? Last day, I'm going to give you exclusive practical session. We will teach them minimum 5 to 10 basic statements of French. Is it okay? I will put the website. Today, tomorrow, they will practice on the website. Okay.
Okay.
10 statements can you teach us? 10 statements. Don't teach us bad words, man. I don't know what. Basic 10 statements of French. Is it okay? Right?
Yeah, for the fun of learning, that's fine. But
Basic. Yeah.
yeah,
And
basic. Yeah.
then you show us your research. You did a very good research on impact of foreign languages on brain and all that. So, brother, thank you so much for coming all the way. Please keep all
You're
your
welcome.
documents, and we will definitely give a hands-on, right?
All right. Okay.
Because the problem in our country here is we are amazing people. We are the only country. I don't know how many languages. I don't know. Even if you go to UP, what Gorakhpuri person will speak and what Dehradun will speak, there's a huge difference. You come to Tamil Nadu, you come to Andhra, same thing. North and south of every state, dialect is different. And because English is not our mother tongue, because we study in English medium, immediately, water, this is water bottle, actually. In Tamil Nadu, it becomes water. Okay? Water. Okay. But problem is with the youth nowadays, they say, hey, water. I want to say that much.
It sounds like water. It sounds like water.
So too much of extra overseen, I know I saw so many people, they go to the US or, they go to Dubai. Going to Dubai is nothing. Going from UP to Madhya Pradesh is going to Dubai. Okay. But they go for 2 days or 3 days. When they come back, I see them after getting the airport, is the Aquafina Bora? Idiot fellow did not have water in his village. Okay. Tractor is to come to the village. But when they come back, you see these cultural differences. I don't know why.
No, Sam. There is one thing about it. There is one good thing about it is that if what you are talking about is neology, it is if what you're talking about is neology, it is really good for any language because neology renews the language. It makes the language to improve. The way you speak Telugu today, it is not the same Telugu that was spoken, let's say, 100 years ago. Am I wrong or right?
Correct.
That is why, yes, that is why Telugu have been able to survive. If you look at other languages like, let's stay within India, Sanskrit is a dead language. Why? Because that language failed to renew itself.
Okay.
So this extra additional word, instead of water, they are saying water. It is actually good for any language, actually. So that's my perception about that. Yeah. So neology, any new word that comes in, it's definitely good for any language.
The problem is, before we conclude, let's tell them. See, at home, let me tell it in multiple languages. At home, we say, in Andhra, we say, Nana, Amma, we call like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But that same fellow, when he talks in the college, my dad, my mom, I don't know why that much of it. Be natural, be who you are.
No. I know actually they're supposed to be natural. They are supposed to be who they are. But the youths have their own language. Language is something which is kind of, let me say, situational. I'm not sure if I'm giving the right translation. So to a specific place, there is a specific language to use.
Good.
Actually.
Okay, good. So, bro, let's conclude with a happy note and let them have fun and say bye to everyone. I remember when you came to India, you got shock of your life in the railway station. The announcement.
No, that was a bus station.
Whatever. How do you remember the announcement in train or station?
No, for the train, when I took the train from Delhi to Hyderabad, the first thing that what was that? Oh, these tea wallahs, these guys selling tea. So it used to sound in my ear because mostly I hear them when I'm sleeping. Tea, coffee, tea. So, that is what occurred to my mind. And for the station, it was the announcement. The announcement of the buses, the numbers, and the destinations.
Like, how do they say that?
It was like service number Muru, Naru, Vijayawada, Ante, Pelutapur, platform number 5, something like that.
Hey, how many numbers in English, in Telugu, man? Or what is the numbers you by heart?
Okati, Rendu, Muru, Narugu, Edu. Then from there, I know 10, Padi, After Padi, 20 is Yarubai, I think.
Yarwai ille, Irvai.
Yeah, Yerwai. And then Mupai. Okay, and then the association is easy.
Okay,
Mupai, yes, 31 is Mupai, Okati, 32 Mupai. Yeah,
okay, so my dear friends, before we conclude, see how a foreign professor came to our country and he is having techniques to understand. All right, so it's so important. Thank you so much, bro. How did you remember that word Mupai Mupai? How did you remember that?
You know, Sam.
I know it. You tell them.
Mangoes.
Now it's a mango season. You tell them. How do you
Mango
know?
sellers.
How do they tell that in India? Tell.
The mango sellers.
In
Mupai,
Andhra.
Mupai, Mupai, Mupai. Okay, then I did not know how to say 30, but I saw that because on the cardboard, on the push cards, there'll be mangoes, then on the cardboard, they'll write 30.
Okay,
So
when there's 30 and they say Mupai, you know, okay, that 30 means Mupai.
No, honestly, that is how I learned 30, honestly. I want to be honest with you. That's how I learned 30. I was like, oh, Mupai is 30. So I always remember this. Okay, mango, so mango, 30, 30, Mupai. So that's how.
To learn professor language.
All right, bro, thank you so much.
Language.
Thank you so much, bro. Day after you'll have a session. Thank you everybody for your time. It's 8 past and have a good dinner, have a good time. Rastogiji, your assignment, you know what I've given you. Put everything on the word, all right? And Carlin, you just be on the line. We'll officially close it now. I hope today you saw some tools. You saw some subject-wise tools. You saw a talk from Dr. Sam. You saw Carlin brother, and he has amazing ways of teaching language. He'll be back on the last day, valedictory guest, chief guest, Dr. Carlin Pamau. All right. Venkat Garu, over to you, Andy. Please close it as a coordinator. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for all. Now we learn good things in good things. So these are the attitude. So one of the professors says that is good language and how to live in society. How to live in society. So second one, Professor Carlin, he says the language. Sir, I am asking Carlin, sir, you learn my language, but why? What have you learned your language? How to learn your language?
Hey, they're asking how to learn your language.
Mine.
It will take two generations.
No, it will not take 2 generations. Come to Cameroon.
You learn 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, come to my place. You learn my language easily if you visit my place.
Okay. Chalo. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Officially, the program is done. Rastogiji, thank you so much for being a class rep today. Thoda banado notes pura, all right? And post it on the Google Classroom. Is it okay, Rastogiji? Are you game for it? Fine. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Where is she? So okay, yeah. Maybe we are not able to unmute her. All right. Thank you so much. Vanakkam, Nandri. It was wonderful seeing all of you. Suresh Patilji saying thanks, bye from the mobile. Okay, so officially we're done. Sashi Madam, thank you everyone. We are done. Professor Carlin, you be there. Some of them want to just say hi, bye, and they want to know how to put foreign language in their college. Okay. All right, so program is over officially. People who want to leave, please leave. Have a good time. I will put it in such a way that people can unmute themselves and talk with Carlin. Program is officially done. Yeah, just a hi, bye. Yeah. Anybody? You can unmute and directly, yeah. Nupur Chatterjee, madam, can you unmute yourself? I gave that option. Or shall I drive from here? Nilima Singh?
Sir, I want to ask one thing.
Yes. Can you introduce yourself? Where are you?
Sir,
what are you?
Sir, myself Nilima Singh. I am from Government College. I am assistant professor in physical education, and I am from Government College, Bilaspur. Yes.
Kahan se ho, bhai?
Which state? I am from Government PG College, Bilaspur, Rampur, UP.
Bilaspur. Okay, okay. There is another quite of people from physical education. We have tomorrow. We are giving tools. Yeah. Thank you. What's the question to Professor Carlin?
Sir, actually, I don't receive a Google Classroom code. So that's why I'm asking about that.
Google
Or I
Classroom
just
nahi
email
mila?
you, but
Okay.
no, sir.
Okay. Did you send us an email or something?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yesterday I sent you. और अभी एक कॉल भी मैंने आपको करी थी तो आपने मुझे ये कोड नया वाला दिया था
दिया ना
ये
मैंने?
मैंने ही कॉल करी थी आपको
नहीं
अभी जो आपने ये सब आपने दे दिया था that's why I joined that.
ओके आप एक काम करो ना
नहीं आपने मुझे गूगल क्लासरूम का कोड नहीं दिया सर ये बस यही आपका
चलो
पासवर्ड दिया था हेलो
हाँ चलो अभी एक काम करो अभी चैट में आपका नाम और ईमेल डाल दो अभी राइट नाउ नीलिमा सिंह
ओके 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 फाइन सर
राइट नाउ आपका ईमेल और नीलिमा सिंह फिजिकल एजुकेशन डाल दो
okay okay
anybody
thank you sir
Dr. Sashi can you unmute and ask your question to professor can you unmute yeah Carlin please listen to Dr. Sashi yeah introduce
Hello,
yourself
everyone. Hi, Carlin. My question is, usually we strive hard to make students teach. So I'm looking forward to one of the good platforms where they can record themselves and the best way of making them speak. I feel you was language.
Carlin, did you get her question?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get it because there was some noise.
Dr. Sashi, can you introduce yourself? Where are you from?
Sure, yes, Carlin. So yeah, my question to you is, what's the best way of helping them learn to communicate? When they learn a language, it applies to every language, whether it's English or any foreign language. So what is one of the methodology that you would suggest for learning a language?
All right, so thank you so much for your question. And learning a foreign language in an environment like this and making the learning effective for the students in terms of speaking, it's a huge challenge actually. It is becoming, it is very difficult actually in terms of foreign languages. One of the first things you need to do is that every time during the class session first, if out of the classroom, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can control them. If they want to speak in their vernaculars, they will speak in their vernaculars. I've tried also, but it didn't work. But within the classroom, you always need to make sure that whatever they say in the class is done in the target language. I don't know, maybe you're teaching English or you're teaching a foreign language, but always make sure that every time they speak to you or when they speak among themselves in class, they do it in the target language, but it's all about motivation. And the very first thing before starting any class is to make the student understand the relevance of what they are learning. We need to show them concrete example, real life example of the usage of what they are learning. If they feel like it's not going to be important for them, then they will show less interest. So I think it's the solution will be motivation. Many ways of motivating. The first way is to make the student to feel at ease. Classes should not feel like a kind of punishment, to the students. So you really need to constantly renew your methodologies in class, like using ICT tools, which is what I think the webinar is about. That use as much ICT tools as you can and make it feel like a game. Okay, so solutions will be gamification, motivation, and and try to make them speak in the target language.
Oh, thank you. I completely agree with you. Yes, thank you so much for your suggestions.
Where do you teach, Dr. Sashi? What?
I teach English communication skills in B&M Institute of Technology, Bangalore.
Oh, you're from Bangalore, an English professor.
Yes.
All right. So the language teachers have a lot of role to do, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
And maybe we can tie up with some foreign institutes. And Carlin, you'll tell that on Friday, right?
Sure.
So we have Dr. Kavita there. Want to talk to you, Carlin. Introduce yourself.
Sorry, sir, not with Carlin, sir. I just want to talk with you.
Thanks.
I'm Kavita. I'm Associate Professor in Computer Science here in Government Degree College, Rebale, sir. It's from Guntur district. My problem is, okay, we are using some few of the tools from the past 2 to 3 years. We are using presentation to Google Classrooms, Kahoot and all. The thing is, now we are taking the live classes also. Problem is, okay, maybe half of the class will be having the smartphones. No, maybe it may not be their own, maybe their fathers are, somehow they are able to manage half of the class. So I'm looking for the tools where if students are there in my classroom and I want some gamification kind of thing, and where they do not need any devices. Like if it is enough, like a lecturer has the device, I mean teacher has the device, and maybe students, they may not be having devices. So to deal with such type of situations, we had one tool, Plickers, that we are using. So I just want to know whether there are any such tools where I can use in my classroom to create some interest in my students who do not have the devices.
Wonderful. So Dr. Kavita, just go to the chat down. Chat.
Okay.
Right now, put it on the chat. Your small requirement, put it, because every day we save it, we go through it.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Tomorrow, definitely, we will give you an email. And whenever you do put anything on the chat, please put your email so that we know.
Fine.
For example, Shashi from Bangalore has put that she wants something on English, all right?
Okay,
So
sir.
like that, Kavita from whatever, your topic and your email, so that we will email you what you want. I know it takes a lot of time for us. There are tools, but I need to give you what you want. Nothing wrong.
Okay, so except Plickers, are there any other tools? And one more question, sir. And one more question. Like, okay, virtual labs also. Like today, you have shown some of the tools. Definitely, we'll explore. And previously, we are using some virtual labs from Amrita College of Engineering. Like that, they are having some tools. Yeah, that I used to tell my colleagues and all to use them. But are there any tools? I mean, there are some tools in computer science also. I mean, some IDE kind of thing, some environment. Like if we don't have software, are there? What are the tools which we can use? From where you can do in computer science, where you can run your programs in computer science.
Remote learning and all.
Remote learning, yes, sir.
So put it all this in the chat.
Sure,
because
sir.
for computer science, I will touch tomorrow. There are so many, especially for latest blue, I don't know, have you worked on big blue button or anyway, for computer science, for deep learning, for machine learning, for AI, so many tools are there where we can remotely learn from each other. Okay.
Yes, so like something like TensorFlow and all I heard, but we haven't tried. For basic programming, at least, what are
tomorrow we'll talk. We'll definitely.
Thank you.
The reason I'm waiting after the meeting also is to get to know, because everybody has different requirements. If I don't know that, I will connect Kavita to someone who knows that. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Carlin. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to complete my answer to Sashim. Sorry for the spelling. Shashi. Yeah. I mean, how old are your students? Are these kids or?
They're then like I handle first and second semester Bachelor of Engineering, and sometimes MBA, Masters of Business Administration.
18 to 21. MBA. 18 to 21.
MBA. Oh yes.
Look, the platforms I know as of now, I know 2 platforms where you can make your students connect with students. For example, the European, they have a common platform where they connect classrooms, but this is mostly for kids. So I don't have the name right now. I'm going to look for it tomorrow and send it over to you. I don't know how that could be useful, where kids can interact. Do you remember we used to have this in school? Is it Pen Friends? I think it was Pen Friends.
In school, yeah.
Yeah. So when both students from 2 institutions can write letters to each of them. I mean, just to talk about their daily, their daily activities and all. So this is one, and there is one more, but that is for French. There is one more where French learners around the world, they can connect with like all age people in France and try to write, to each other or even come online.
I'm unable to hear you. Not audible.
Yeah, so, hello?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I was just trying to explain that there is one more, there is something you can do. If, for example, this is MBA students, let's say, for example, I don't know. You need to take a real life situation. Look, what I do for my classes, for example, if I'm teaching my students how to book a hotel, how to do a hotel reservation, for example, what I do, for example, is that I will get a phone number of a hotel in France. Actually, it is not the phone number of a hotel. I have a friend who is in France, and I would inform my friend that, okay, I'm going to give your number, and I'm going to ask one of my students to call you. So when he calls, please behave as if you were from this specific hotel, and note down everything and try to interact with him. So actually, I tried this once, and it worked.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can also use this kind of techniques, you know, if they feel like, oh, in a real life situation, this is how to do it. I did it and it worked. This will motivate them further. And one more thing, there is another platform. This is mostly for European countries, but countries from all over the world can participate. There's a platform where you can connect two classrooms.
Right.
Yes, so if, for example, you're teaching French, you can make your classroom connect with students, let's say in France, French students actually, and where they will be called to interact. They'll be writing letters. Okay, nowadays they'll be writing emails, obviously. So they'll be writing emails to each other. So this also can help, and yeah, you see if you can work on something like that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
I think it's very useful. Yes. Thanks for your.
All right, good. Thank you. Anybody who just want to share, or I can see a lot on the chat. You're going to tell about how to prepare a stylo. It's called stylus. Stylus. Okay.
I had a question about the loom. I was not very comfortable using it.
What happened, Dr. Sashi? What happened with the loom? क्या कर दिया उसको आपने?
No, when I try to when I try to record myself with the PPT, picture doesn't come.
Okay. So what you need to do is, for that, 1 minute. Let me just mute. पता नहीं कहाँ से आवाज आ रहा है. Somebody. Okay, I got it. Varaprasad. Okay. What you need to do, Dr. Sashi, आप जब loom शुरू करते हो ना, when you start, down on the left hand bottom there is a camera. वो जो picture है ना, yeah. Before the starting, there are settings. You know, आपका जो box आता है ना, right hand top का ना, 3 boxes.
Yeah.
Setting में video camera, alright. Sometimes it will be default with any other software if you've used. So sometimes I've used Snapchat, so it'll be Snapchat. So every time I go and I say mine is Lenovo, so I have to change Lenovo front cam, whatever that, you know, default. Usko default setting change karo, then your camera will come. Otherwise, sometimes what happens, see, now I use multiple platforms. Morning I did a webinar on GoToWebinar. All right, sometimes I used GoToMeeting. Okay, then now I'm using, then afternoon I had a session on Google Meet. So different platforms, auto settings will change. So usko ek baar try karo. Otherwise,
no, the video I can see it, but it doesn't capture on the PPT. So is it necessary that I upload the PPT on Google Classroom? Only there I can use it?
No, not like that. Once you record it with PPT slide, okay, there are 3 options, right? First option is record with camera and screen.
Screen, correct.
हाँ, उसको दबाने के बाद there is another pop-up it comes before recording. Do you want to record the whole screen or window? You have to select whole screen.
Yes, I did that.
And share. हाँ, then recording started हो गया ना, 3, 2, 1 started off.
No, the recording comes on my email, but it doesn't come on the PPT. The PPT is separate and the recording is going on separately. So
no.
When I upload it, it doesn't show the recording.
No, then there's some issue in the basic connection. कोई problem नहीं है. Maybe what I'll do is tomorrow I'm going to do a live demo. Okay, Pura. Tomorrow is going to be totally demos only.
Great.
So there maybe, because when you do it with screen, definitely it will come. Right. So I don't know what you're telling. What laptop do you have? What?
Well, I have both. I have Apple also, and this one Samsung.
So are you doing on iOS? Apple?
No, not iOS. This one is not iOS.
Are you using a Windows? Windows. Okay. Then I'll do one thing. I'll put it on the classroom. step-by-step process of Loom recording bol dunga.
Yes,
Okay.
because for me it's very important, because
True,
once
true,
I
true.
learn this, I can share so much.
Yeah, because it's very easy. And yesterday I got a video from a very senior professor, somebody from Maharashtra, I think so, from this group. They recorded on Loom and they put it online, and I was like so happy. It was like,
No,
yeah.
I also did that. I put it, but then again there was a problem. It's not letting everybody access. It's limiting the access.
So dekhte, let's see.
Okay.
Can you just put it on the chat? Whatever we told, right? Just
I'll
put
try.
Dr. Sashi Hidalgo and email, because I'll go through the chat, you know. So then, yeah, good. Thank you, Dr. Sashi. All right. Anyone? Professor Kalin is there who's raising hand. Okay. I don't know who's there. Dr. Jay Kumar. Somebody is there. Dr. Jay Kumar M.
Yeah, I am unmuted. Can you calling me?
What are they?
Hello, Dr. Gauri. Can you hear us? B. Gauri. Can you unmute and talk? Yes, introduce yourself, and then Rajeshwari Madam next. Yeah. Then Kaizia Rani. First, yeah, please.
Sir, myself, Dr. Gauri. I am from Ballari, Karnataka, Virashaiva College. Virashaiva College, Ballari.
Yeah.
Karnataka.
All right.
Oh.
There's a power
we
cut.
lost power.
No
Yes,
problem.
yes.
No problem. 2 more days are there. Just tell your quick question. Anything, we can hear you. Yeah.
So actually, I didn't have any questions.
What do you
I
teach?
was feeling like, sir.
What do you teach?
Hello. So biotechnology, MSc biotechnology.
So
I
what
will
were
go
you,
for
what were you
MSc
feeling?
biotechnology.
What were you feeling?
Yeah, really, I'm really feeling very good, because first I was thinking what they'll teach. I have attended many such type of conferences, but I felt very happy, because day by day I'm increasing, my interest is increasing on the conference. The beginning day I joined for 20 minutes late, but then next day onwards, I'm just before I was waiting for this when it will start and when it will start. Really, it is very good. I'm enjoying, and really thank you for conducting such a wonderful conference. And really, your hosting is very nice, and it's like the things what you are saying is really life connecting, and I'm feeling very happy. Thank you so much, sir.
Be good,
and
be safe. Kannada, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತು, adjust ಮಾಡಿ. Adjust ಮಾಡಿ. Life is all about adjust ಮಾಡಿ. Dr. Shashi will know in Kannada. Everywhere, adjust ಮಾಡಿ. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Tomorrow
you, sir.
we'll tell you
Hope
about
you will come to our college once. Can we expect you in our college?
That's a big challenge. That's a big challenge. Definitely, but
please do come once for
planning, konjam timetable. Yeah, because write to me, write to the email. I'm sure my office will get back. We will definitely do. All right. I am right here in India. Not a big problem. Little planning, we will definitely come and do something better.
Thank you so much, sir.
I come to Hubli very often. Hubli, Mangalore, some of the top college. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Really wonderful hosting, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you, madam. Yeah.
Thank you.
Rajeshwari madam, come on. Or Kezia madam, she kept her hand on the head now, and she is like, "Epudra babu nanu maatadivistavo," right? So I think so. The connection is gone because she is raising the hand, but हाँ तो नीलिमा सिंह आपको आ गया गूगल कोड आ गया ना?
सर अभी देखा नहीं है मैंने, I can't see it.
अरे एक चैट में डाल दिया भाई आपको।
चैट में डाला है? ओके यार, जस्ट थिंक कि रिसीव ये मेल में सेंड।
मेल में भी दे दूंगा, मेल में दे दूंगा, आप ले लो। ऑलराइट। एंड आपके सर का 2-3 टीचर लोग हैं फिजिकल एजुकेशन। कल हम बताने वाले हैं कि हाउ फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर्स आल्सो कैन डू ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग
okay
on
sir.
fitness, on it's very important. So we'll
Okay,
see
thank
tomorrow.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Kezia Rani, Dr. B. Kezia Rani, she is again.
Tamil sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, close the session.
Yes. Somebody
Yes.
is talking there. Dr. Kezia
So
Rani.
time now is
Yes.
8:34.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
How are you,
It's
madam?
nice. Fine, sir. Thank you. It's nice to be here in the FDP, sir.
Introduce yourself.
Actually, I'm Dr. Kezirani, sir, working as an assistant professor in the Department of CSC, Adikavi Nannaya University, sir, Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh.
Godavari Gattu pakkana.
Avunu, sir. Actually, I'm the native of Guntur and came here as an assistant professor, and I'm working here. And it is very nice to be here and to learn the new tools. Actually, it's very useful for us to come up with this COVID pandemic period.
Okay.
To be interacted with our students and to be taking the online classes and everything.
Thank
and
you.
one more thing, I want to ask a question in the last session. That is Sam sir, when he's giving his lecture, he said high esteem and low esteem and so like that. And I faced so many problems in the university itself.
True.
So stating that we have to fight from the higher level to lower level.
Yeah. It's muted. You're muted again. You can unmute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now we
Okay,
can hear
thank
you. We can hear you.
Yes, what I observed is it's a lifelong fighting process only. Or is there any other measure? Since you
Ma'am.
have mentioned that.
See, I'll give you a simple formula, simple mandista.
Yes.
Because you are in Rajahmundry, my
Yes.
village is beside the Gattu. Pakan Kovurunda, Kovur Pakan Pasvedala. మన పక్కనే
పసివేదల. ఓకే.
అది మా ఊరు. మా ఊర్లో ఏం నేర్చుకున్నానంటే అక్కడ శ్రీరామ్ గారు చూస్తున్నారు, వాళ్ళ కూతురు చూస్తుంది, ఎవ్రీబడి ఇస్ లిజనింగ్. వచ్చేసి సునో. ఓకే మ్యామ్, I was very young when I started working. Okay. And I was always, I want to be a poiner, not a settler. Poiner. ఏం చేసినా ఫస్ట్ ఉండాలా. And I'm challenging you, we're the first program to do tools with simulation, with so many tools for all the branches.
Okay.
I know there are so many webinars who don't do this. Okay.
Okay.
But చాలా కామెంట్స్ వస్తాయి. ఇప్పుడు సొల్యూషన్ ఫర్ యూ చెప్పనా, చాలా సింపుల్ సొల్యూషన్, కానీ ట్రై చేయండి. సో सॉल्यूशन इज मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा क्योंकि नीलिमा सिंह है ना, उसको थोड़ा मैं अंग्रेजी हिंदी बोलूंगा. आई विल टेल एवरीवन. सी सिंपल थिंग मैम, be happy with the people who are not happy with you, they will die. I repeat. Be happy in front of the people who are not happy with you, they will die. Automatic. कोविड की जरूरत नहीं है, मर जाएगा साला. जो आपके साथ खुश नहीं है साला, उसके सामने ज्यादा खुश रहो, मर जाएगा वो. नीलिमा सिंह हा कि नहीं? రైట్. ఎవరైతే మీతో సంతోషంగా లేరో వాళ్ళ ముందు మీరు ఇంకా సంతోషంగా ఉండండి. రైట్. నిజంగా చెప్తున్నాను. దట్స్ అ ఫార్మాట్ విచ్ ఐ లెర్న్. ఐ లెర్న్ ఇన్ మై యూనివర్సిటీ. నా మీద బోలంత మంది కసి ఉంటుంది. ఏంటిడు ఇంత చిన్న వయసులో ఇచ్చేస్తున్నాడు, వచ్చేస్తున్నాడు, అంత హంగామా పేపర్లో వచ్చేస్తున్నాడు, ఎక్కడికో వెళ్తున్నాడు. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ నాట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్, ఐ విల్ ఓన్లీ స్మైల్ మోర్. అండ్ దే కాంట్ టేక్ ఇట్. చచ్చిపోతారు వాళ్ళు. సో ఐఎమ్ నాట్ హర్టింగ్ దెమ్, I'm not hurting myself. My self-esteem is still high. All right. But see, I can't change them, but I can change myself. I know what you're going through, Dr. Kezia, is not only you. You openly brought it up. Others didn't brought it up. Thank you for bringing it up. I wish you follow this formula. Zindagi badal jayega. All right. और उसको मारने का जरूरत नहीं है. You don't need to kill them. Your happiness will kill them. Because their mindset is, साला ये कैसा खुश रह रही है, ये कैजिया को क्या करे. तुम कुछ नहीं, बस खुश रहो. Right? And work. ज्यादा खुश रहो उसके सामने जो आपसे खुश नहीं है. Alright, मर जाएगा, तड़प के मरेगा साला वो. Then there is no other joy than that joy. क्या Ramakrishna bhai, am I right what I'm talking? Ramakrishna is enjoying there. Yeah. Okay, madam, anything else before
can we have your phone number or email ID?
I am already there, madam. Okay, for all of you, I am already there in the group. You see there, no? I keep updating some things on the group, no? In your WhatsApp group,
sir?
WhatsApp में 2 group है ना, madam.
We don't have any WhatsApp group. I didn't get any WhatsApp group here.
Dr. Venkat garu, lera? Chesara?
Madam, meer lera WhatsApp group lo?
Lane, sir.
Okay. So, okay, type
your WhatsApp group.
Easier. Type your
Madam. Now I adding, madam.
Type your WhatsApp number on the chat right now. See, I'm there in the group. Don't worry. But please, Google group is also there. And can you do one thing? Just because you asked, go to the chat. See, I'm putting in a chat. I gave my website on the chat. Can you see that?
Samueljohnson.in.
You go there. मेरा पूरा history, geography, खानदान, मेरा बाप, दादा सब है उधर. My Instagram, Facebook, email, everything. Yeah. Only thing is, don't give missed calls. I don't have time. Anything important, mail कर दो बस. I'm sure either me or my office, we are there. And we want to help.
I have given my number also there.
Sir, Venkat sir, can you see ma'am's number?
Address check this number now, sir.
Okay.
Shashi ma'am भी है, Kezia ma'am भी है. So coordinator साहब आप ही कर दो यार. हाँ? Okay. Kezia ma'am, is your son happy behind?
Yes.
You know why children are more happy? Children are more happy because Amma nanno inni samvatsaralu sampavu kada college ki elmani school ki elmani. Now they are enjoying. Sala tu class attend kar, main enjoy karunga. All right?
Just now I'm saying to my children, from morning onwards I'm having the classes. You are free birds. You are not having any classes.
उनको क्या है? Automatic promotion आ गया ना बच्चों को. Automatic promotion. All right. So good. Let them be happy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless.
Thank you very much.
I hope we are done for the day. Dr. Venkat, can you please add them? There's somebody else called
completed, sir.
Dr. Rajeshwari. Dr. Rajeshwari also gave something. पता नहीं यार, देख लो ना, थोड़ा कर दो यार सबका.
Is he speaking with us?
Is he speaking with us? Yes, I'm speaking. Yeah.
To include the number, the WhatsApp group.
Okay, Rajeshwari ma'am, final conclusion. You're the senior most in the group. We need your blessings for the confusion.
Always, sir.
Please, please talk something. Talk something about today and then close. There are a lot of youngsters on the call. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to meet you all. And as Professor told, I'm also learning the new concepts, new technical concepts, and trying hands-on. Today I tried the Loom. Yesterday I created this Linktree. These are all new concepts.
And please tell everyone that you are a retired professor of education, but still you are, young at heart.
Thank you. I am Professor Rajeshwari, heading the Department of Education. And I'm retired from Mother Teresa Women's University, a state university in Tamil Nadu. It is situated
First women's state university in Tamil Nadu. Am I right?
Yeah,
1979, inaugurated by Mother Teresa.
84.
84, Bapare.
By Mother Teresa. And since I am also serving as a resource person in academic staff college and other things, I like to learn the new concepts where I can use this for my lectures and other things.
Wonderful.
So I hope you will enjoy the session in the days to come. Sure. All the very best. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much for coming all the way at this age. You know, that's a big lesson for all of us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. I see you writing notes very nicely.
Okay. Because I have to keep it. It is a blended learning.
Yeah. All right. So there's somebody last. Ramakrishna Gari is raising hand. I don't know.
And I like to have the email too. I have given it in the chat. We are not getting email.
You're not. No. Everything is on the Google Classroom. Did you join any Google Classroom?
Yeah, in number 1.
Done. So when you join Google Classroom 1, whatever I update tonight, you will get a. Are you getting a pop-up? Are you getting a? I don't know what you call that. Are you getting a notification?
Not getting the notification.
In your email, you're not getting it.
Not getting, because it was mailed. I mean, registered by my scholar. So 5 of us not getting.
No. So whoever registered, it will go to their email.
Oh, 5 of us not getting. What can we do now?
Just put it I'll do it. I'll help you, ma'am. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll give you all the email ID of all of us.
இல்ல பண்ணுங்க. நாங்க இருக்கறோம், நாளைக்கு பண்றோம். ஓகேனா?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
சந்தோஷமா போய்ட்டு சாப்பிடுங்க. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Okay. So there we go. There is some junior Nilima Singh. She is always coming to the screen. She want to say hi or something? Running away. She सता रही है आपको.
She wants to talk to you actually.
Hello, I'm closing up. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Venkatesh sir, I'm closing with your permission.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Can I close up with your permission today? Thank you. Yes. All right.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.